Friends, good morning. I hope that you have completed the theory study of if-else statement using our previous video clip. Now this video clip is on practical view of if-else statement. It will also give you a revision of if-else statement. Now start from a new class. Suppose cell. Then click on OK. Now double click on cell and remove the predefined text. Now inside the documentation comment you can write the purpose of this program. Suppose this program is for sell any amount or purchase any amount and give discount on the basis of purchase amount. Suppose if purchase amount is uh, less than equals to less than and equals to 25,000. If amount is less than or equals to 25,000, then purchase amount purchase amount is less than equals to 25,000, then discount should be discount should be as mm, suppose 5%. 5%. If purchase amount is less than equals to 25,000, then discount will be 5%. And if purchase amount is greater than 25,000, that means 25,001 to 50,000, discount will be suppose 10%, and for greater than 50,000, discount will be 15%. Now you have to make a program that receive the purchase amount and check the condition. If the amount is less than equals to 25,000, then provide the discount of 5%. If it is greater than 25,000 and less than equals to 50,000, then gives the discount 10%. And if it is greater than 50,000, then give the discount 15%. To make this program, first we use import statement to import the scanner class. Why we use a scanner class? We use a scanner class to take input. Import java dot util dot scanner semicolon. Now public class cell curly bracket start. Now from here we write the public static void. Till now we have declared a scanner class, and then we declared the variable a, dp, da, np. Here a is for amount, d is for discount, and DA is discount amount, and NP is net payment. We can define the names of these variables as a comment also here, but in this video we also teach you how to create variable descriptions in which we can describe the each variable used in our program as given in your book in the beginning, where syllabus is given, that variable description is necessary in your examination to describe the variables that you have used. It carries 20 marks in your examination. Out of your marks, whatever is given for program, suppose a program is of 10 marks, then 20%, that means 2 marks of that program is on your variable descriptions. So we have to describe each variable. What is the purpose of A? What is the purpose of DP? Anyway, in amount variable, we have received a amount in double data type, that is purchase amount. Whatever user enters, the purchase amount will stored in a variable, that means amount variable. Now I'm going to apply the if statement to check the various purchase amount. Now we have typed if amount is less than equals to 25,000. This is the first condition. If amount is less than equals to 25,000, then discount percent equals to 5. As per our question that is given above, in case of 25,000, there will be 5% discount. So in this condition, we have written that if A is less than equals to 25,000, then dp equals to 5. That means discount percent equals to 5. Here we cannot write percent sign because dp is the double variable and it will not store any character. So we have to assume only that dp is in percentage. dp equals to 5. That means discount percent equals to 5. Now discount amount. Discount amount equals to 5% of amount, that means 5.0 divided by 100, that means 5% into A. It will calculate the discount amount and store in DA. Now NP, that means net payable. The net payable, that means DA yani discount amount is deducted from A. Now we have calculated discount percentage, discount amount and net pay for only when amount is less than equals to 25,000. Now if amount is not less than equals to 25,000, suppose amount is 27,000, then this condition become false. Control will come in next condition, else if, and here it checks. Now if amount is less than equals to 50,000, then if this condition is true, then dp equals to 10%, and in same way da and np is calculated. Now if this condition is also false, suppose purchase amount is 55,000, now this condition is also false, then it will come in else part, and in last case there will no any condition. So if above all cases are false, then control comes in the else section and executes this three line. Discount percent equals to 15, discount amount equals to, and net payable equals to. And after that, now it is time to display the result. To display result, we use system.out.println and purchase amount equals to rs rupees. This is the message purchase amount rs. Now after plus sign, give the name of variable where purchase amount is stored. Here it is A. Now close the bracket, semicolon. Next we have to display more thing like copy this statement and display now purchase amount, after that discount percentage. change the message discount percentage. Discount percent. Discount percent. Now discount percent is stored in DP. So right here DP. Now if you want to give percentage sign at the last, then in inverted comma you can put percentage sign also. Now give the semicolon. System.out.println discount percentage plus DP फिर plus percentage. Here in green color these are the messages and DP and A are the variables. Now in third line we give another message, a discount amount. Then change the message discount amount. RS, where is our discount amount? It is calculated in DA. So put the variable DA. Now semicolon. After that, one more thing, that is a net amount. Net payable amount. Net amount. Net amount RS plus, where is our net amount is calculated in NP. So right here NP. These are the outputs. In this program we have given 4 outputs: purchase amount, discount percent, after that discount amount, net amount, and then close the curly bracket. If you have completed, then close the curly bracket of main. After that close the curly bracket of class. Now our program is completed. Now compile it to check if any error. Click on compile button. There is a message class compiled, no syntax error. That means there is no any error in our program, so we can execute now. We close the program and right click on cell, click on void main, click on OK. Now there is a message enter purchase amount. We have put purchase amount is suppose 48,000 and pressed enter. Now took the output. Purchase amount RS 48,000, discount percent 10%, because 48,000 is greater than 25,000 and less than 50,000. So it get the discount 10%. Now discount amount is calculated 4,800, and after deducting the discount amount, it will display the net amount is 43,200. In this way, you can apply if-else statement in your program to do different type of work depending on the condition. Here, if we execute this program again and we don't clear the screen, just repeat this program to execute, and for next enter purchase amount, and this time if we have given purchase amount is 10,000, it means it is less than 25,000, and in this way it should get 5% of discount. Let us see. Enter. Now look at in this case, enter purchase amount. We have given 10,000. Now purchase amount is Rs 10,000, discount percent is 5.0%, discount amount is 500, and net amount is 9,500. In this way we can see that by using if-else statement we can achieve one work out of many work. So the work of if else is depending on its condition. Here many conditions are given. If amount is less than 25,000, then this statement will run. If this condition is false, then this statement will not execute it. Now check for this condition. In this way, out of different work, it executes any one depending on its condition. Right? In your book, many examples are given. You should do practice by using these examples. Okay? Thank you.